Hello and welcome to this video. This is commentary by me, EBS512 from XDA Developers and Team Bake. Today I want to teach you guys how to batch edit a .9 image without breaking the 1x1 pixel, the black pixel border around the image that you can see right here. Basically, you want to go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. Typically I would want to do Colorize, and you can just choose any color that you want, any shade that you want. When you choose to go brighter on the lightness, it changes the pixel right here, and that is very, very bad. You don't want to have that black pixel change at all. So basically you just want to change it until it gets just a hint of black, and then you can change whatever you want really, and pretty much get any shade that you want still. It might be a little bit light, but also you can try and do just changing the hue instead of the colorize, but the colorize will give it the color in the middle all the way throughout. So basically if you wanted to batch edit like a green like this, let me undo that real quick. You're going to want to record an action, so basically you want to go to a new action under the actions panel. You're going to name this whatever, green for instance, and then it's going to automatically pop up auto recording after you create that action. So basically you just go back and you do what I just did under Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, go to Colorize, and you can go to bring that saturation all the way up. I wouldn't really mess with the lightness too much because that's really what is going to mess with the black pixel border. And hit OK. Next step is you're going to want to go to Layer, New Layer. Okay. And then you're going to want to go to Layer Merge Visible. That merges those two layers. And then you're going to want to hit Stop. Close the image that you just did. Don't save it. Go to Automate, Batch. See how this action, it automatically pops up the last action that you just recorded. I typically just leave these blank, these options right here. I have this option set to save and close. Next, the source is the folder of where the images that you want to batch edit are located. So you're going to want to go to that and basically go to APK Tool Manager, and actually I think these are in here. Yeah, these are in here. And it'll just go through all of your images and batch edit all of them. This works with regular images, .9 images, and see how this is coming out. All of these black, the black 1x1 pixels on the .9 images are staying the same, so you won't have any errors thrown at all, which is really, really nice. And you get the batch edit effect, which takes not as much time to do individual images if you want to get the same effect, and it comes out really, really nice, I find. Also, when this gets done, I'm going to show you guys how to do a gradient fade image. batch edit images of .9 and regular PNG images, and it gives it a real nice effect. It's what I used in my prismatic jelly theme, and I think you guys could use this technique. Very useful, to what you guys need to use for your theme making, and it would cut down a lot of time, let me tell you. This is almost done. So, and basically, if you did something wrong, and if you do an overlay, or, well, if you do an overlay or the hue saturation, you can overwrite the files, so it's not a big deal, and you can get the effect that you want real nice. All these images that are left open, just go to close all, apply to all now. And basically, if you messed up on an image or whatever, or you want to change these images, I found out this works really nice. If you wanted to use your last theme that you made as a base, you could just open an image that you had and go ahead and make a new action bar. So I will call this like a gradient 1. And okay, say you want to make a gradient overlay, and see, this is changing the black pixel border, which you don't want. So you're gonna want to go and just basically choose any one that you want. This is like a blue, red, and yellow, but it'll work. And you can change basically how the settings are in here. So it'll just only affect the image and not the 1x1 pixel. And usually I just use the color blend mode because it looks pretty nice and it doesn't affect the rest of the image, which is pretty nice. You could change this right here, so it'll be radial or angle. And angle is pretty nice because it'll give you a nice effect of other variation of colors in between. Reflected just looks like that. Diamond can look like that. Basically, for this tutorial, I'll be using a linear, and I just go okay like that, and go to layer, new layer, and then layer merge visible again, and stop the recording, close this image, don't save it, go to file, automate batch, where the previous file was, where we just took the images from. And as you can see, the action that I just recorded for the gradient fade is right here, and let's go at it, and as you can see, it's changing right here. And if you need something brighter on the non.9 images, I would suggest just editing. Well, I'll show you guys this in a minute, but basically, ideally what you would want to do is you would want to take one of the images that isn't a .9 image with the black pixel border, and you would just want to open this, and you could change the brightness or color variation or whatever, and then you would just want to copy all. Well, basically an easier way would be to like, you would want to search up here like .9, and all the .9 images in the folder would come up, and then you would just want to select all of them, and you would want to cut them. I'm not going to do that now because it's still in the batch process, but you would want to cut those and just put them in a new folder. Okay, well, let me show you guys that now, but for this you would want to go close all. For some reason, oh, it didn't change that because this right here. Okay, that's what it was. I was wondering why that didn't change, but ideally, if you like, say some of these, like this Google image was too dark or whatever, and you wanted to batch edit all those images that you felt were too dark, but you felt like the .9 images were fine and everything, you could just search for the .9 images, Control All, cut all those .9s, put them into a new folder. I'll just call this one .9, or 9 image. Paste that. So you don't have to edit those while you're going into editing these original images right here. And now you have all these regular images. So basically you could open a darker one, I suppose, and record a new action. This could be a brighter green, and you can do a color overlay. You could do that the same. Well, the color is of the blend mode is what made it darker, so you could do a hard light. Or we'll just go with a normal, because it seems to be the brightest. Layer, new layer, and merge visible. Stop that recording, close that, don't save it. Batch everything that's in there now. And look how nice these images are coming out. Also, this is really highly recommended. I don't really want to go into too much detail in this tutorial about this, but basically, like, images like this are in a different file format is the reason, or a different image mode is the reason like they're not changing. I'll show you guys this after this gets done batch editing, but this one I believe is either a grayscale or an index image. So basically there is an easy way to batch de-index, batch grayscale all the images in the folder, and I learned this from DJ Dark Knight 96. Special thanks to him for this information. But you go into Faststone Photo Resizer right here, and basically you choose where the images are that you want to de-index or de-grayscale, and you add them right here, and then you browse and make it the same folder where the original files are so it overwrites them, and just go to convert, and that'll basically be a simple way to batch de-index and batch de-grayscale all your images in that folder, which is very, very helpful if you're wanting to go and make a theme in the batch process technique that I'm teaching you guys right now, I suppose. But that is pretty much it for this tutorial. I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you guys can subscribe and use this technique for very beneficial purpose. Thank you.